Hey guys, Jared Wesley here of Live Traders, and I've been getting a lot of emails lately. Honestly, quite inundated with emails from folks wanting to learn how to use TradeStation better. I use TradeStation, and I think there's a lot of other folks out there that do use TradeStation. So what I've decided to do is do some mini segments, mini tutorials on how to use TradeStation. To be very clear, disclaimer, I do not have any affiliation with TradeStation. I am making these videos on my own to help you guys because I get so many questions about TradeStations. Now, I understand there would probably be a better way to approach this or a more systematic way to approach this topic, but I'm just going to do it however I feel like. What that means is the first topic today is going to be on how to place an order with TradeStation, how to place a stop limit order, how to place a bracket order, an OSO order, an OCO order, how to adjust your matrix, those types of things. Now, I understand that that might not be the best order to put these out there. People want to know how they set up their platform first, but I'm sure there's some of you out there that this will be helpful for. I will be doing these probably on a weekly basis, just different short 5 to 20 minute videos on how to use TradeStation. So the first installment of this is how to place an order in the TradeStation matrix. It's honestly unbelievably simple. If you want my truthful opinion, TradeStation is the best platform out there for traders, okay? The order entry matrix is so incredible. The scanning is good. The charting is good. Easy language is good. There are no perfect platforms out there. Ask Thinkorswim users lately. Wink, wink, right? The point simply is TradeStation is probably the best all-round package. Some platforms are better for hard-to-borrow stocks. Some platforms are known for their scanners. Some platforms are known for their order entry. Some are known for their charting, etc. and so forth. None of them are perfect, but I think TradeStation does as good a job as any, if not the best job, of putting all of those things together under one umbrella. So I'm not going to be too long-winded with this, guys, but today's topic is how to place an order on the TradeStation matrix. I'm Jared Wesley. Let's get to it. All right, guys, so I've been getting lots of questions about doing a TradeStation tutorial, and I've been very hesitant to do it because, to be honest, I use TradeStation 9.5 and their most recent offering is TradeStation 10.0. Now, normally this wouldn't be much of a problem, but they've changed quite a few things when doing this. So I'm not going to switch to 10.0, and some of you might find this lesson not to be very valuable because it's not on 10.0. But let me say this. The vast majority of the functions that we use on TradeStation are also the same on 9.5 as they are on 10.0. Okay, so I think there is some value in this lesson, but to start off right now, I'm going to talk about order entry. I'm going to obviously copy and paste and edit and splice all these things together, so hopefully it's relatively seamless. Okay, so this is TradeStation 9.5, and in today's lesson, we're going to talk about order entry. How do you place an order on TradeStation? Okay, the first thing you want to realize and understand is you go up to order settings, and under this order settings, there's a place called order type. If you hit the drop down menu, there's auto LMT, STP, auto LMT, STL, limit order, stop market, and stop limit. Now I use auto LMT, STL. This is a stop limit order. Now, you don't have to use that. You can simply just go to stop limit order. But as you know it here at Live Traders, everything we do with regard to order entry are stop limit orders. Okay, we do not use stop market orders to place trades. We do not use stop market orders to place trades. So your order type for entry purposes should either be stop limit or auto LMT / STL. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is make sure you go down and your quantity is correct. So you can type in, for example, type in 1. Now you would be ready to buy 1 share. You can type in 1,234 shares. It doesn't matter. From 1 share all the way up to a gazillion shares, it doesn't matter. Okay, so for this exercise, let's set it at 50. I'm going to choose a stock that is a slow moving stock, which is Bank of America, BAC. Okay, so I have my order type set at auto LMT STL. my quantity at 50 shares. Now, we go up here. Notice the gray versus the black area. The gray area is a non-tradable range today, meaning this stock, BAC, has traded from $25.73 up to $26.19. That's the range this stock has traded today. So let's just say hypothetically, I want to place an order to buy 50 shares of BAC at $26.19. So I'll go up to $26.19. I'm going to click one time right here. You ready? Click. And then I'm going to move up, say 5 cents, 6 cents. So I'm going to click again at $26.25. Boom. So what I have just done is placed a stop limit order from $26.19 up to $26.25. Now let's come down here to the right hand side and click the orders tab. And now notice, okay, I have entered symbol BAC, buy quantity 50 shares, okay? The stop is $26.19 and the limit is $26.25. Okay, this is an intelligent route order. All right, now again, when we go back to routes, you can choose to use any route you want, but I think intelligent route or ARCA are your best bets. ARCA bats intelligent, okay? ARCA bats intelligent. Edge A and Edge X are not bad, but realistically, intelligent on TradeStation is probably your best order out. It's like smart routing on other platforms, okay? So again, what I did there is I clicked once on $26.19, I clicked it again at $26.25, and it placed an order, a stop limit. And what is this telling the market maker, telling your broker, telling TradeStation? It's saying, look, I would like you to fill me for 50 shares at $26.19. However, I'm willing to pay as much as $26.25. I'm willing to pay up to $26.25. If you cannot fill me between $26.19 and $26.25, then don't fill me. I don't want to be filled. Okay. Now on BAC, this is a highly liquid stock. You're going to get filled. Okay. Now, if I want to cancel that order, it just says right here in the yellow box right there, cancel all, hit cancel. The order is gone. Let's say I want to place an order for 500 shares now. So again, order type, auto LMT STL, quantity, let's go to 500. Intelligent route, make sure your duration is on day trading, okay? Make sure your duration is on day, not day plus, because we're intraday trading, okay? So I have everything set, auto LMT, quantity 500 shares, duration day, intelligent route. Let's do it again, okay? You ready? One click at $26.19. Now let's go to $26.30. $26.30, click, boom. Go down to the box. What do I have? 500 shares of BAC. Stop is $26.19. Limit is $26.30. I'm telling the market maker, if you can fill me between $26.19 and $26.30, thank you very much. Okay. Now, the next question people have is, how do you place a bracket order? Bracket order. Well, that's two types of orders on TradeStation. There's an OSO and an OCO. OSO stands for order sends order, and this is the type of bracket you would place before you enter a trade. An OCO is an order cancels order, and this is the type of bracket you would place after you're already in the trade. What that simply means is, let's say you got into a trade quickly and you forgot to set your bracket order. You could still set your bracket order by using an OCO, but we're going to start with an OSO. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little box and I'm going to click it. Right? Now I've checked the box. That means attach OSO is now valid. And when you click that box, you're going to get this little menu, this little drop down menu right here. You can set all different types of bracket orders, okay? For example, the first one here says basically one target and one stop loss. The second one is one target and two stop losses. The next one is two targets and one stop loss, okay? You do not want to use these. You see the top here, guys? One L, one SL. That means your stop loss is a stop limit order. You do not want stop limit orders for your stop loss. Okay, you want market orders for your stop loss, okay? So right here we have one L and one S, okay? We have 1L and 2S. So to make it simple, let's choose this one, bracket, 1L, 1S. So what I have just chosen here is one target and one stop loss. So now the next question is, how do you know how much room to give this, right? Meaning, where will your target be placed and where will your stop loss be placed? Well, to do that, to determine that, you're going to go over to the little dot, dot, dot right next to it. You're going to click on it. Click, and a screen is going to come up right here. Now it says limit, which is your target. 25 cents is the price offset that I have set. Stop market, that's your stop loss. 17 cents is the offset. So right now, if I were to click OK and place an order, my target would be 25 cents above my entry, and my stop loss would be 17 cents below my entry. But what if I want to change it? Well, you literally click on it and then go .50, okay? And now you have a 50-cent target. Do the same thing right here. You go .25, hit enter, and there it is. So now I have a 50-cent target and a 25-cent stop loss. So let's make it small just so we can see it on the screen, okay? So let's do 20-cent target, okay? And a 10-cent stop loss. So right now it's set for a 20-cent target and 10 cents. I'm going to click OK. Okay, I'm going to go up to the high here, 26.19. Okay, and I'm going to click once, go to 26.25, click twice. Okay, now notice everything you see. Okay, so this should be set right about 09. I don't know why it wasn't set at 09. The target was proper, but the stop loss wasn't. So now what do we have? I have a bracket order placed. My entry is 26.19, although I'm not filled yet. My stop loss is 26.09, 10 cents lower. And my target is up here about 25 cents above. Okay, so that's a bracket. Now I can walk away. I can leave, go have lunch. I know that my entry is set, my stop is set, and my target is set. Now the question a lot of people ask is, well, what if I want to raise my stop or lower my target, et cetera, and so forth? Well, you can simply do that by just dragging this. So let's lower the target to 26.40. Drag it very slowly right there. Let it go. Now your target, instead of 26.45, is now 26.40. It's very, very, very simple. Let's say I want to raise my stop loss from 26.09 to 26.15. I slowly raise it up, and there you go. Boom. Let's say you don't want to get in at 26.19, you want to get in at 26.23. Take this order and move it up to 26.23. Now, take a look. On the right-hand side, look what happened. My stop is 26.23, and my limit is 26.25. So now my entry is a little bit later, okay? My target is at 26.40 because I adjusted it. That's right here, okay? And then right here is 26.15. So if I want to lower the stop, I pull it back down. If I want to lower my entry order to 26.15, I drag it back down. It's so incredibly simple. It's not even funny. Okay, now let's cancel this. Cancel. Now let's do the same thing, but now let's do 2 targets and 1 stop. All right, 2L, 1S. Click it. Let's take a look what our offsets are. So right now, okay, right now I have my targets for 21 cents, okay? So let's make the stop loss 10 cents, okay? Do it for both of them. All right, and let's make the first target 21 cents and the second target 31 cents, okay? Hit OK. Again, attach OSO. We're gonna place our order now. Click 26.19 once, 26.25 twice. What do we have? Okay, I don't know why that offset's not working for the stop. But anyway, there's our 10-cent stop, and now look at our targets. Our targets are here and here. So if I want to drag my first target lower, there it is. My first target's lower, my second target's up here. Now notice, because I had 500 shares, my first target was 60%, and my second target was 40%, okay? So if I can check this by going in, whoops, we have to go back, there we go, by going in here, okay? And it's supposed to be 50-50, but here's a very interesting thing many of you don't know about TradeStation. It won't do odd lot automatically. So notice it says 50-50, which means first target is 50% of my shares, second target is 50% of my shares. So it should be 250 shares for first target and 250 shares for second target. But TradeStation won't do odd lots. You have to go in and change it. So now let's do that. So let's try it again. Okay. Let's cancel the order. But now before we place the next order, let's go in here and now let's change this. So let's change this to 50%. All right. Let's change this to 60% and change this to 40%. Okay. So now I should have a 40% first target, which should be, I believe, 200 shares, and a second target of 60%, which should be 300 shares. Unless I got it backwards, we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so yes, notice my first target is 200 shares, which is 40% of my position. And my second target is what? 60%. It's 300 shares. But to be clear, TradeStation won't do odd lots on this. Okay, it won't do odd lots on this. So the only time it'll do odd lots is if you have one target and one stop. But if you want multiple targets and multiple stops, you're going to need 500 shares, 600 shares, 700 shares, and it won't equally divide them. So 700 shares would be 350 for the first target, 350 for the second. It will do 300, 400, or 400, 300, just to be clear on that. Okay, so that is how you place a bracket order on TradeStation. Again, if you want to move it, you just slide it down or slide it back up. Same with your entry, slide it up, slide it down. Okay, so finished with that. Now let's go back and go to one-to-one. Okay, I'm going to unclick the attach OSO. Okay, because now I want to attach an OCO. All right, so I have one target and one stop loss. Now keep in mind, you have to do the same thing with your OCO as you do with your OSO, which means check the parameters. So right now I have a 75-cent target set and a 75-cent stop set. Okay, so when you look at that, let's change this so you guys can see it. Let's change it to 20-cent target and let's change it to a 15-cent stop loss. Okay, so now my parameters are set. Click it again just to double check. 20-cent target, 15-cent stop. Okay, now I'm going to take one share because I'm wasting money to show you guys how to do this. All right, and I'm going to now put an order, all right, a stop limit order at 25.89. Click once, click twice. Now notice, okay, I don't have any bracket order. Notice there is no bracket order because I'm not in the trade yet. So I have one share at 25.89 by 25.93. So when BAC comes up to 25.89, it will fill me, okay? And I'll own one share of Bank of America, okay? And after it fills me, then I can place my OCO order. Remember, OSO you attach before you enter. OCO you attach after you enter. So let's drag this down 1 penny because I want to get filled, even though there's no pattern, there's no trade here. I'm doing this for you guys, okay? I'll waste a couple bucks for you guys. All right, so when this stock goes to 25.88, it will fill my order, okay? But just for the sake of brevity here, let's just get filled. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna drag it down to 25.87 and it will fill me immediately. You ready? As soon as I let go of the mouse button, it will fill me when this bid comes up to 25.87, okay? So when the, okay, hear it? Order filled. Now watch. I'm going to now place my OCO order. So I'm already in the trade. I'm going to make sure this is set for 20 cents and this is set for 10 cents. Okay. Okay. Now watch. I'm going to hit place OCO. Boom. Notice what I have. Okay. I have a target right here, or a stop loss right here, and a target right here. Okay. So 20 cents above is my target. 10 cents below is my stop because that is what I set. 20-cent target, 10-cent stop loss. Notice it's a stop market order for my target, for my stop loss, and it's a limit order for my target. So now I'm just sitting here waiting. Go out to dinner. It doesn't matter now. You're protected. You're safe. Okay? So if I want to lower my stop, I can lower my stop down to here. And notice it shows over here. Okay? If I want to raise my stop loss to 25.80, raise it there. If I want to lower my target to 25.95, I can. So let's put this right here at 25.88, okay? Just see if it'll fill us. It looks lower at the moment. The level 2 looks like it's going to pull back. But the point I'm simply making here, guys, is this is very easy to do, okay? Very easy. Just make sure your order type is LMT STL. Make sure your quantity is what you want it to be. Make sure your duration is day. Make sure your route is intelligent. If you want to place a bracket before you get in a trade, attach an OSO. If you want to place a bracket after you get into a trade, attach an OCO order, okay? So that is how you place trades on TradeStation, all right? It went a little bit longer than I wanted it to. Anytime you want to cancel a trade, you can either cancel all, or you can simply go over here and say click cancel order, click cancel order. And if you have your volume up and you get filled, it will say order filled, and you'll know it, okay? And if you're ever not sure about something, go into your trade manager and it will tell you everything, okay? So right here, it will tell me what stock I'm in, how many shares I have, okay? And then over here, it will tell you the route, the order number, the account number, the originator, and also over here, average price. So I bought BAC at $25.86.79, okay? Right there. So make sure you have your trade manager open as well, and keep this open. You can have open orders, you can have filled orders, all orders, etc. All right, now I'm out of BAC. It filled me. My bracket order filled me right there. And note, I made 1 penny on this stock. Woohoo! I made a penny. All right, so you understand now, guys? OSO, if you want to place a bracket before you enter. OCO to place a bracket after you enter. And one last quick comment, okay? If you're trading stocks like Amazon or Tesla, all right, it's very hard sometimes to attach an OSO before you get in because you have to go adjust it. So there's 2 ways around this. You can certainly attach an OSO if you have time, and then make your parameters $5, $10, $20, because Amazon moves very quickly. But it's off the matrix sometimes. So there's something else you can do. You can go into the matrix. If you right click on the matrix and go into your preferences, okay, you can go in here in your, is it preferences? It might be format window. Let me see here. Maybe it's not format window. There you go, increments, okay? So you can make your matrix go into bigger increments. So you can make your matrix go into 0.25 cent increments, okay? Notice my matrix is now 25-cent increments. So it doesn't look very interesting on BAC, but what if we go to Tesla, right? Let's go to Tesla. Notice Tesla is now in 25-cent increments, notice? Now what does that do for me on Tesla? It makes the bid and the ask easier to see, right? So you can see the bid right here at 1988.50. So with Tesla, let's even go higher, okay? So let's right click on the matrix, hit format window, and let's, instead of this, let's go to dollar increments. Let's go to $1 increments, okay? Now Tesla's in $1 increments, okay? You can see it, $1 increments on Tesla, okay? So notice now you can see the entire day's range a lot easier on Tesla, okay? Mine, I normally have it set, guys, for the minimum move, okay? And now Tesla will go back to the minimum 1 penny move. So here's what you can do real quick before I let you go. What you can do is have 2 matrices open. One matrix for expensive stocks like Amazon, Tesla, Apple, whatever, and have that matrix go in 25 or 50-cent increments. So you can see the whole range on your screen. And then for the lower price stocks like BAC or like GPS or like IMVT, you can use a penny increment. Now, for me personally, I use pennies for all of them. I just scroll up and scroll down. I know it's harder to see. The buyers are at 1991.25 and the sellers are up here at 1992.70. I know that's hard to see, but you can also make your matrix go in different increments, okay? I hope that was helpful. I was a little bit long-winded. I did it very slowly for you guys, but again, I hope it was helpful. Now you know how to place an order on the TradeStation matrix. It's the easiest thing in the world. TradeStation is the best thing going, guys, when it comes to order entry. There is not a better order entry out there, okay, than TradeStation. One other last quick thing, just to help you guys, if you want a traditional order entry, you can go into Trading App Launcher. Okay, I don't know why that's not coming up. There we go. And you can go down to market depth. All right, if you want to deal with this crap, you can. I'm not interested. You can still buy and sell in an old school manner. I don't know why you would ever want to do that. Look how fast moving and hard it is to see and understand because it moves so fast. I would much rather just trade the matrix on the left-hand side. But you still do have those archaic old school order entry boxes if you so choose. I'm Jared Wesley of Live Traders. I hope you enjoyed this video. To get more great educational content, subscribe to the Live Traders YouTube channel. This way you'll get email alerts every time I upload a new video.